Back everyone to the Illinois Dynasty here on NCAA 14. So last week Illinois went to Death Valley to take on number 13 Clemson, and surprisingly won. Eric Fisher and Illinois surprisingly won that game. Deshaun Watson did not look good. Our defense held its own. I mean, Drew Lock scored 38, but Deshaun Watson did way worse. Okay, NCAA logic. But now today Illinois is back at home taking on the 0-3 Maryland Terrapins. This is definitely a game they need to win because they're going to be 3-1 if they win it, and the main reason is their next three stretch of games is not going to be fun. At Michigan State next week, I believe. They're pretty much on the brink of being ranked. At Iowa, I believe they're a top 10 team, and then at Ohio State, who's a top 5 team. So three straight games against very good teams, all three on the road, and two of them, which is Iowa and Ohio State, are in the top 10. So, yeah, that's not going to be fun at all. But we have a bit of a breezier game here against the 0-3 Maryland Terrapins. So, without further ado, the coin flip, Maryland will get to choose since they're on the road, and it lands on heads, because I think that's what they chose, and Illinois' offense will come out on the field. The Illinois offense led by, of course, the freshman quarterback, Eric Fisher. This unit has been phenomenal. 56 points week 1, 35 week 2. And 38 week 4 technically. As Fisher on 2nd and 6 is scrambling, he finds Jackson Kelly, who's been his favorite man this year for a nice gain of 10 and a first down. Illinois is already past midfield. I mean, Malik Turner is the best kick returner in college football. As on first down, Fisher finds a wide open man, and it's Malik Turner, who's why Illinois had that great kick return. Illinois has now reached the 3-yard line as it's now 2nd and goal. The fullback is in front of Kendrick Foster for running back to the backfield. Fisher tosses it to Kendrick Foster, and Foster is going to be stuffed up by the Maryland defense, making it 3rd and goal on the 4. 3rd and goal on the 4-yard line. As only one wide receiver out for Illinois, it's Turner, 2 tight ends, and 2 running backs. As Eric Fisher on 3rd down, he's going to scramble. He's going to look for Jackson Kelly, and it's going to be caught by Jackson Kelly for an Illinois touchdown, giving them the lead. 2nd and 7 for the Terps. They have the ball on about the 25-yard line or so. Stevens on 2nd down. He's under a little bit of pressure. Not really. He's going to find a not really open love. Nice or pretty good coverage from Darsheen, but not good enough. Accidentally didn't have the camera on, but a nice run from Lewis, gaining 26, brings it to about the 10 or 11-yard line. 1st and 10. Stevens has all the time in the world. He finds Richardson, and John Richardson will get a Maryland touchdown, tying the game. Backing up the Illinois offense is their first drive, doing what they've done all season, and that is get points. As on 1st and 10, Eric Fisher has time, and the Curls get the girls as Malik the Freak Turner with a nice 16-yard gain. He's getting all the ladies, since the Curls, of course, get the girls. Which you don't really see too often yet this year. As here comes back out the Maryland offense. It is 1st and 10 as Stevens. Quick pass for John Richardson. Going no huddle because that's what this game is addicted to. Man in motion for Maryland. Stevens hands it off to Lewis, but Delshon Phillips, the junior middle linebacker, who's gotten a much bigger role this year of Hardy Nickerson graduating with the stop, and it's 4th down. Both Maryland and Illinois could not do anything on their last drives after getting touchdowns on their first one. So here comes back out the Illinois offense. Fisher. The only one in the Illinois backfield here on 1st down is Fisher. He has time. No, he really doesn't. He's looking deep for Malik Turner in double coverage. That's not Malik Turner. That's Derek Hall. But it does not matter as Derek Hall with a 51-yard reception, and it's 1st and goal. Or 3rd and goal, not 1st and goal. 3rd and goal for Illinois at about the 3-yard line. 2nd quarter now underway. Maryland 7, Illinois 7. Malik Turner in motion. Fisher scrambling. Fisher's going to take it in himself. Touchdown, Illinois, and they regain the lead. It is so annoying with no huddles as it's 2nd and 5 for the Terps at about the 27-yard line. Stevens will pass it. Stevens, he's under pressure. He's going to scramble. He's going to get the first down himself, and somehow he gains 16 yards. Very lucky. Offense could not do much after getting a few first downs as it's 2nd and 10 for Illinois. Kendrick Foster, the running back, in the backfield. Malik Turner in motion. Fisher's going to pass it. Fisher finds a wide open Jackson Kelly. Illinois loves this play, and for good reason, is Jackson Kelly gaining 18. 10 at about the 45 for Illinois. As Fisher, it's going to be a fake. It's going to be a read option. Fisher's running it. Fisher, first down. Fisher past the 30 to about the 31. So he didn't pass the... Oh, no. Oh, no. Fisher's down. Hopefully he just has back spasms like he's had all season. Comes out the backup, Jared Brown, leading the offense now. That was definitely a scare. I mean, Fisher's had a lot of back issues, minor back issues this whole year, which haven't really affected him as Dan Cook gains around 16. Still don't know the Fisher injury, which is definitely a bit concerning as it's 3rd and inches at about the 5. Jared Brown hands it off to Kendrick Foster. Foster will get the touchdown, extending Illinois' lead. But I think the whole hope is that Fisher is okay, which I'm not super confident. So Fisher has back spasms again. It says he's out for the game. I'm a little confused because Fisher's had a lot of back spasms this year, and he's been able to return, so I'm a bit confused. I don't know if Fisher's going to be out for an extended period of time, or he's just going to miss this game, or if he can return to this game. As Stevens on first down, he's going to find Richardson. Richardson to about the 48-yard line. Yeah, I'm guessing we cannot bring Fisher back into the game even if we want to, which I'm just hoping is okay long-term, as Stevens will be sacked by Nick Rodriguez, making it 3rd and long. If we look at it, it says out for the game. Maryland's only injury, it says he's out for 8 weeks. So that means Fisher's, I'm guessing, not going to play for the rest of this game, but it looks like long-term he's going to be completely fine, which is definitely a little bit relieving. Quarterback, it's not Jared Brown, it's going to be Jarrett Cousins, the 4th-string quarterback. Why is he on? I guess because he's the youngest of all of Illinois' backup quarterbacks. And he's not much worse than Jarrett Brown or Chase Crouch. His Cousins on first down finds Matthew Muhammad, gaining 26 yards. 2nd and 12 for Illinois. Kendrick Foster, not a great game for him so far. 10 carries for 31 yards. And does he have a touchdown? I'm not sure. As on 2nd and 12, Cousins is scrambling. Cousins under pressure. Cousins runs with it. Cousins loses the football, and it's recovered by the Terrapins. There's 31 seconds left and 1 timeout. But remember, in college football, if you get a first down, that stops the clock. 3 Terrapins in the backfield as Stevens will pass it. He's under pressure, and he's going to be sacked for a 2nd time by Nick Rodriguez. I find it funny that the one time they need to go no huddle, which is right now, is like the only time that they don't go no huddle. As not much time left in the first half. Stevens under more pressure over to Lewis. Lewis on the screen does not... no, he does get the first down. And their first half is now over. Your score, Illinois 21, Maryland 7, as Maryland could not get to any extra points before ending the half, but they do get the ball back first. And off the second half, Stevens will find Love. Love will not be tackled by Cook. Gain 17. And we're going to huddle. Would you look at that? This game has a glitch. When the CPU does not need to no huddle, they go no huddle. And when they do need to, they don't. As there's a short pass for Love. Nice tackle by the other key freshman, Melvin Washington. 2nd and 14 for Maryland. I'm guessing 88's going to be in motion. Called it. Called it as Stevens has all the time in the world over to Dawson. Dawson breaks a tackle, and Dawson's going to take it to the 1-yard line. That Maryland has a lot of momentum now. As Mark's in motion, almost an offsides penalty. Hand off to Smith, and an easy run for Eddie Smith for Maryland. Touchdown, and it's a 1-possession game. 7 and 10 for Illinois. If they want to win this game, Kendrick Foster needs to step it up with Eric Fisher out. He's going to need to carry the offense because that's what Eric Fisher did, and Eric Fisher can't. As on 2nd down, Cousins is scrambling. Cousins is going to run with it. Cousins just runs into a defender just like when he fumbled it, but he still gains 10. 4th and inches, and Coach Lovie Smith will keep Jarrett Cousins and the Illinois offense on the field. They're not going to punt it. Extremely risky call for Fighting Illini's Cousins. He is under no pressures, finds a wide open area to run, and he's going to run wild, gaining 22 in the first down. 1st and 10, past midfield to about the 45 for Illinois. As Cousins will vacate it off to Kendrick Foster. It's a read option. Cousins with the juke, and another nice run from Jared Cousins. A tough 42-yard kick for Sean Douglas. It's not as easy as it is in the pros because the pros are better. Douglas's kick is up, and it is wide right, and Illinois will not get the field goal. Douglas's kick had the distance, but the wind moved it a little bit right. As Maryland has a chance to tie up the game. Stevens on first down. He finds Marks. Marks breaks a tackle. Marks will not go down after gaining 20. 10 for 42 for Maryland to Stevens. It's going to be an option. Stevens has a wide open hole, but Stephen Miller, the killer, with the fumble force. Illinois recovers it. Delshon Phillips was one for recovery, and Illinois will get the ball right back. The senior safety, Stephen Miller, the killer with the kaboom on Scott Stevens. 2nd and 10 for Illinois. If they want to win this game, their offense needs to do something. If Eric Fisher was in the game, Illinois would have like 35 points by now. As Cousins, he's going to look for a wide open Kendrick Foster, and Eric Fisher and Kendrick Foster have both done that play the past couple weeks. And it's worked, and it works again with Jared Cousins. Quarter now underway with Illinois up 21-14. And Illinois has the ball within the 5-yard line, so it's looking good for them as Cousins hands it off to Kendrick Foster. Foster, not a block from 74, but it does not matter as Kendrick Foster will get the score, making it a 2-possession game. Back up the Maryland offense. Last possession, they fumbled it with Illinois recovering. As it's going to be handed off to Lewis. Lewis, first down. Lewis past the 45 to about the 50-yard line. Surprisingly, did not know huddle, but that's because I think their running back, Lewis, is actually injured. He looked a little slow to get up. He's not in the game. He's on 2nd down. Stevens. He finds Richardson, who gets past the 15-yard line. Injury update on Maryland's running back, Lewis. He's going to be out for 2 quarters, so pretty much the rest of this game. 3rd and 5 now for Maryland. As Stevens will pass it. Stevens will find Marks, who does not get the first down. Good stop from Illinois. 4th and short, Maryland will keep their offense out on the field, which they pretty much have to. As it's going to be handed off to Dodds, the fullback, and it looks like he got 1st and goal at about the maybe 3-yard line. As Stevens will pass it. Stevens has plenty of time, under no pressure. He's going to try to run with it, and that's exactly what he does. As Darsheen Madrid and Ben Brooks couldn't get him into 1-possession game. Studio update at all. Last episode, and this is our first one this episode, as Tennessee is upset number 6 LSU. As Leonard Fournette over 100 yards, but it's not going to matter as LSU will go down. Tennessee was 0-4 before this game too, so LSU lost to a terrible team who's now 1-10 at the 33 for Illinois. As Cousins fake handoff to Kendrick Foster. Cousins looking for Jackson Kelly. It's caught by Kelly. Kelly gets to about the 30-yard line. Missed a 42-yard field goal earlier. Now they're going for a 43-yard field goal. This time, it is right down Main Street, and Illinois will make it a 10-point game. I would say it's a pretty good time for Maryland to go no huddle, which they actually just went no huddle. Stevens, pretty good game for him. 17 for 21 is Stevens. We'll find Dawson for another Maryland first down. Tick, not much time left for Maryland. Stevens. He's under pressure. Finds Dawson on the exact same play. Minutes left in the game. Maryland's now in the red zone. As Stevens will look to pass it. Stevens under no pressure. Stevens will be intercepted by the nickel cornerback Adam Butler. That's his 2nd INT of the year. And that might be this football game, folks. He is starting on the 4-yard line, but it is looking good for them. First down might win the game. As Cousins hands it off to Kendrick Foster. Foster has a first down with the juke, but it does run out of bounds. 3 yards away from pretty much winning this game. Let's see if Maryland can stop them. 1 tight end and a fullback on the left. 2 wide receivers on the right is Cousins. Hands it off to Kendrick Foster. Foster gets by the defensive end, has clear blocks, and a first down, gaining 15. This game is over, and Illinois will walk out on top 31-21. This game should not have been as close, but remember, Eric Fisher was hurt for most of it, so the offense wasn't quite as in sync. But, a win's a win, and Illinois is not going to have an easy stretch coming ahead. Hope you guys enjoyed. Next episode coming out soon. I'm out. Peace. Wait, hold on a minute. What?
Hey, man! Come on!